Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are preparing for our war against the Transaru assimilators. And that is upcoming, but first we do need to do a little bit of work on our planets. This particular world here, I feel like we get rid of this exotic gas refinery because we do need housing. So we'll go ahead and do that. This, we just need jobs, so that's easy enough. Here we need jobs as well, which is slightly awkward. I feel like we get rid of this exotic gas refinery and we replace that with an alloy foundry. I know it's a refinery world, but they have one job in the entire structure. It's very odd. We need housing over here. That's easy enough. There we go. Perfect. And this is, of course, a forge world. So we'll just build a bunch of alloy foundries. Perfect. Now we are running kind of low on minerals. We should probably get some of those. There we go. 10k minerals. That'll keep us going for a little bit anyway. We do require additional foundries over here. This is going to definitely be straining our mineral supply. There's no doubt about that. We need housing here, but we can't repair this hive warren. So I guess we'll just replace this waste reprocessing center. That's only 5 amenities. Yeah, I think that's going to be our best bet. We'll put in a hive warren. This is a mining world, and on this mining world, we do have a mineral purification hub. We need a job here, which I guess means that we replace the bioreactor. With what, though? We've got plenty of housing and amenities. The sky domes are definitely dealing with that. I guess we could put a waste reprocessing center in. I mean, it's only 2 jobs. But the job versus housing balance is a difficult one to strike on some of these world types, in particular mining worlds. So we'll go ahead and get a few upgrades over here. This is a mining world as well. For now, I think we'll go for a bioreactor here, although that's probably going to have to change later on. Here, there's not really a whole lot that we can do. Over here, on the other hand, can we put in a planetary supercomputer? Not yet. So we're going to have to put in a research lab. Here we need housing. We'll replace this agriculture district with a hive district. There we go. Foundry station, we need jobs. That's fine. Generator station. We can just put in a reactor district and a bioreactor. That'll be fine. This is, of course, a foundry station. I'm going to put in a habitation district and an alloy foundry. Same thing here. Not in the same order, I suppose. And this is currently a tech world. We could put in a planetary supercomputer, and so we shall. And same thing here. Planetary supercomputer. Generator station. So for now, honestly, we need a hive warren here. I'm going to put one here as well. Perfect. We can't repair any of these, so we'll just upgrade this advanced research complex. Actually, I want to replace this alloy foundry. And then we'll upgrade. Excellent. Okay, we need jobs here. That'll take care of that. We need jobs here. I mean, habitation districts will help with that, but not a whole lot. Okay, there we go. Foundry station, we need jobs. Okay, research station. I'll put in a tech lab, if I can find it. There we go. And we are out of minerals, pretty much. Okay, so that is that. Now, as far as our construction ships go, we are currently lacking a significant amount of influence to get what we need. Okay, we'll take new tech. That'll be fine. We are currently out of minerals. We're going to need to do something about that for sure. We're currently making 9k energy credits when you don't factor in our purchase orders. So that's fine. I think we will go ahead and stop buying alloys and start buying minerals. And we are going to buy... We'll see how our economy supports buying 1,000 of these as opposed to 400 alloys. Hopefully that'll work. This next month tick, our economy might be kind of garbage, so we might have to wait for another month tick. Okay, that's not bad. I can live with this. Fantastic. Nanite transmuter. Ooh, yeah. That'll be fine. Yeah, that's quite good, actually. So that produces volatile motes, exotic gases, and rare crystals, and consumes nanites. Which, of course, we have plenty of nanites coming in from the L cluster. Well, we have 3 nanites coming in from the L cluster. Yeah. So that would be fine. Yeah. That's acceptable. Okay, so as far as fighting the Trinzaru go... When is our truce up? Is our truce up? Not currently. Our truce is up in 4 months. Okay. We have a lot of border gore back over here with them that I'd like to clean up, for sure. So I think we need to get our fleets into position. This fleet should not exist. Okay. We do need a couple ships in the Frisidian shards. That queued up a battleship. The Frisidian shards aren't quite right. We have 1 too many corvettes and 2 too many destroyers. I think that's the problem here. So we'll get rid of 2 destroyers, as well as a corvette. Okay, now the Frisidian shards get a battleship, and that is correct. 58 out of 62. No, you should be at 58, Throndrate shards. Okay, Lentipaz fragments, you look correct. Baronel fragments, this is not right. There we go. Saccharine, you're fine. Trentite, Corentine, you actually do need a destroyer. Okay, there we go. I think we have our fleets taken care of now. So the question is, where do we want to actually place our Juggernaut here? Well, we're going to have a real deficit of ability to move around over here. That is for sure. Do we wait until our gateways are built? That's going to be a while, to be sure. Quite a long time, in fact. I mean, we can get to some of these locations relatively easily, but we can't get to others. Like, we could start moving, in theory. The Trinzaru assimilators are basically border gore incarnate, though. So there's that to worry about. It would definitely be a lot easier with our gateway network up. There's no doubt about that. But our gateway network is a very long ways away. So we'll have to consider that. We'll have to consider that for sure. We do have a colony ship coming out here, right? I believe we do. Neither of these two colony ships. Both of them are going down here. Do we not have a colony ship coming down here? I thought for sure we set one up. Well, I guess we'll make one. Okay. I do feel like we need to press our advantages, though. So I think what we'll do is we'll place the Throndrate shards over here. It's going to take them some time to get there. And they're going to be traveling with our armies, going from position to position, cleaning up all of this border gore. That's kind of the idea. Including this stuff back over here, maybe. Actually, I think we should probably send the Lentipaz fragments down over here. Their job is to contain this. The Frisidian shards would prepare for jumping off over here. We'd have the Baronel fragments preparing for jumping off over here. So we would have access to this position, or rather this section, this section. This is all connected up except for this up over here. So we would then need to send the Saccharine shards over here. The Trentite fragments. Let's see, we have access to all of that. Yup, all of this. The Trentite, I think, would come over here to attack this region. And the Coruntine would attack this region. And then the 8th Fleet and these... I feel like that destroyer is supposed to be somewhere. Okay. I mean, the Frisidian shards, they still have that battleship being built, right? But everything else is maxed out, so that's fine. The battleship will be about 73 days behind. It's going to take us time to get into these positions, but with this setup, and I'm actually going to also send the 8th Fleet down over here. With this setup, we should be able to bring overwhelming force to all of their locations relatively easily. Okay, they just closed borders with us. Slightly rude. That means that we need to... Oh, come on. Yeah, autosave. I know you're saving. We need to figure out where... Okay, the Frisidian shards are where they're supposed to be. The Baronel fragments, I'm not sure where they were going now. I wasn't expecting them to suddenly close borders on us. So with that happening... This is definitely going to be interesting. Okay, Saccharine are going there. That's fine. Trentite are going... there. Do we have any way to get a fleet over here? We'll send the Frisidian over here. Actually, this will be slightly closer. The Baronel, let's see, I believe we want a jumping off point over here. Actually, I'm just going to select all of our ones that are in motion currently so that we can see their destinations. Okay, right there, right there. So these two locations are taken care of. This location is taken care of. We're going to need one over here at this jumping off point for sure. So Baronel fragments, there's no way for you to get there. Uh-huh. I mean, we can build a gateway here. That's going to take time. And in that time, our truce with the Galactic Entente will probably come up, and they're going to close borders with us. We need to have this war happen before that becomes a factor. So the Baronel fragments are going to be forced to come down here and go through Soyan. And then the Coruntine fragments, let's see, let's just select all of this here. Let's make sure that we have every location under control. You guys are going where exactly? Ah, down over this way. Right. Okay. So, with that in mind, we have this region covered. We have this region covered. We, in theory, once we push past Soyan, have this region covered. We have this region covered. And it looks like we do not currently have this region covered. So, I want to get the Corruntine fragments over here. Of course, we don't have access there, so they're going to have to go via Soyan as well. Okay. Well, it's a little awkward, to be sure. But I think that's at least the beginnings of a plan. We're definitely going to want to start building a gateway here, and we're going to want to make sure that this Starhold is at least in progress of being able to hold. Because we're not going to want them to have free reign over in this area. Technically, this starbase is kind of awkward. I guess it can stay. I mean, we'll just put in a missile hangar battery, replace the crew gestation quarters with a defense grid supercomputer and a communications jammer. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. We are moving into position. It'll take a little bit of time for that to happen. When is our truce up with the Galactic Entente? That should be a while. 8 years. Okay. That's good. That's very, very good. I'm actually going to pull the Corruntine fragments from where they are over to Brachma and the gateway there. Because it's going to take us a while to get in position. We can go ahead and start construction on this gateway. This is going to take a very long time for this gateway to be built, though. 1080 days, so that's 3 years there just for the construction site. So we'll have to keep that in mind. I mean, that's actually more like 4 years almost. Okay, our fleets are drifting into position. Ever so slowly. And the Transaru Assimilator's fate is basically sealed. We just need to be in position and declare this war before the Galactic Entente can close their borders. That is the main concern here. So hopefully, we're able to do this. Some of our fleets are now in position. Is that colony ship done? Oh, these colony ships got a little bit lost. That's problematic. But we'll have to bring this guy over here, and that's going to take a very long time. And hello, telephone. You can be quiet. Thanks. So, we are going to need, of course, to colonize this particular planet. There we go. Excellent. So, the question now becomes, when do we declare this war? When indeed? Well, certainly not yet. That's for sure. Our fleets are nowhere even close to being in position. We still have several hundred days before that becomes a thing. So I think it'll probably be relatively early next episode, and this episode we are just going to be getting in position for that. Wait, what? Oh, that was the colony up here, right. I was gonna say. But no, that is expected. Well, Well, we're going to keep spending our influence on gateways over here because it takes a very long time to travel through this region of the galaxy. So that is something that we are definitely going to need to do. So let's just get our fleets in position, and I do want to make sure you're making a missile battery. Why are you making a missile battery? I guess that's correct. I don't know why I was freaking out about that. That's exactly what we want. Defense grid supercomputer, target uplink computer, and an upgrade. There you go. Fantastic. And we'll also queue up a Citadel upgrade over here. It's not like we're hurting for alloys. That'll be fine. I'd also like to make sure that Suitor is upgrading. Let's see, these anchorages are 4, so a total of 8 naval cap. Okay, we can effectively get rid of these. Not you. I want to replace you with a missile. There we go. Okay. Well, this is certainly going to be interesting. Hostage deal, huh? 75 influence. They're clearly not ready. I'm not paying 75 influence for some hostages. I mean, seriously, we're hive mind rocks. The individual rocks aren't particularly important. Certainly not 75 influence worth of important. It's just exorbitant. Okay. Minus 10% monthly unity for 60 months. I don't care. We're at 1 million unity. It's fine. What are we gonna spend that on? Literally just edicts, and we already have the edicts that we want. Okay, so the Corinthian fragments are here, awaiting construction of a gateway. We do have multiple fleets coming down this way.
Research complete.
Okay, so those fleets are still in motion. The Frisidian shards are as well, but they're pretty much at their destination. And our tech is better than it's ever been. Fantastic. So we are almost in position for this war. We're still waiting on these guys to move into the correct locations. Minerals from jobs. That'll do. These guys are actually equivalent to us in tech, somehow. I don't know how that is, but whatever. I have to assume it's because of Empire Sprawl. Either that or it's just not counting repeatable techs for whatever reason. I suppose that's possible. Now these colony ships, they need to eventually make their way over here. That's going to take them a really long time. Okay. The borders might get closed by then. If so, hopefully we will have our gateway network up. That would sure be nice. Well, it looks like our fleets are in position. So, let's just go ahead and declare an end threat war. There we go. We're going to need to tick forward a little bit so that it updates. Perfect. And now, we can send this fleet into 2, this fleet to Soyun, this fleet over here. Perfect. Throndrate shards, you guys are heading up to Sheet. It's an awkward name. Presidian shards, you guys are pushing in over here. Saccharine shards, you guys are pushing in over here. Trentite fragments, you guys are pushing in over here. Our Juggernaut, we did not move into position, and that was on purpose. And the Corinthian fragments, you guys are kind of on hold. That said, you can go around this way. Why did I not think of that? It's only 148 days out, so that should be fine. Also, it looks like the Coruntine fragments are messed up. Yeah, they have too many corvettes, and they are lacking a destroyer. So let's get rid of a couple of corvettes here. 1 and 2. And we will go ahead and reinforce that destroyer. Fantastic. And with that, it is pretty much time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are going to finish off the Transaru assimilators. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the forms of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.